Welcome to my class student. It's class 7 English grammar. We are doing chapter 4, that is verbs, and in this chapter we are doing transitive and intransitive verbs, and this is session 1. So what is transitive and what is intransitive? You will come to know about this, and these are very important chapters of grammar. Please pay attention to this, and then this knowledge will help you to do your voice also, active and passive voice. So pay attention to this class. Now, what are the transitive verbs? A transitive verb denotes an action which passes over from the doer or subject to an object. You know, in a sentence, this is a structure of a sentence. There is a subject, it's a verb, and then there is an object, right? So if an action is passing from subject to an object, right, that is an action. If an action is passing from subject to the object, that means it's a transitive verb. Transitive verb. For example, we, subject, kick, verb, object, football. Transitive means passing over. See, subject we, verb kick, and object is football. So, the action is passing from the subject to the object. We kick the football. So, always remember to find the object. In a sentence, it's very easy to find the object. After the verb, you need to ask who or what. To know object, it's very important. After verb, you need to ask who, what. See, we kick what? The football. So, football is an object. I feel a severe pain in my stomach. I feel what? A severe pain. So, that is an object. So, object, if you want to know in a sentence, then you must just ask after the verb who or what. And if you find the object, that means that is a transitive verb. The verb is transitive. Understood? And this is very easy to understand. Now, next. Transitive verbs can be categorized into two types. First is mono and second is dia. Mono means one. Monotransitive verbs are verbs that require exactly one object. For example, he wrote what? A poem. So this is an object, this is verb, and this is subject. As I have said you, to find the object, you need to ask after the verb who or what. He wrote what? A poem. So this is transitive, monotransitive. Next, ditransitive verbs are verbs that may require two objects, a direct object and an indirect object. For example, she offered him. She offered who? Him. First object, what? Her car. Second object. In this way, you are finding objects in a sentence, and you are understanding that this is a transitive verb. She offered him who, her car, what. So, you are find two objects. So, this is ditransitive verbs. Intransitive verb. In the intransitive verb, you don't find the action passing from subject to the object. An intransitive verb denotes an action which does not pass over to an object or which expresses a state of being. Intransitive verb expresses a state or being. He ran a long distance. See, action. Now here, he ran a long distance. The baby sleeps. There is a flow in this diamond. So here you won't find who or what. Here you find where. And where you will find where, that is not an object. So you can understand these are intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb has two characteristics. First, it is an action verb expressing a doable activity like arrive, go, lie, sneeze, sit, die, etc. And second, it does not have direct object receiving the action. Now I write without mistake. I write without mistake. Are you finding any object here? No. That means I write without mistake. This is intransitive verb. And doable activity, write, and there is no direct object arrived at receiving the action. Now verbs, there are many verbs which are both transitive and intransitive. Some verbs can be both transitive and intransitive depending on the situation. In some instances, such a verb may require an object, while in other it does not require an object. If a verb requires an object, then that is a transitive verb. If the verb doesn't require an object, then this is an intransitive verb. Now, the word play. 3 of the students play the guitar. Play what? The guitar. So, this is transitive. The students will play outside today. Where? Outside today. So, this is intransitive. Now, you will have some exercises. As you have understood transitive and intransitive. State whether the verbs in the following sentences are used transitively or intransitively. Though I have done it just to make you understand, but my other slides are without that answer immediately given to you. She was crying all day long. See, this is she was crying all day long. You are not finding any object. So this is intransitive. We showed her the photo album. See, 2 objects. We showed her the photo album. The photo album was shown by us to her, and she was shown by us the photo album. So this is first and this is the second object. Now the doctor, so this is a transitive verb. The doctor advised me to exercise regularly. The doctor advised whom? Me. So this is an object. To exercise regularly, and this is transitive. It was raining at that time. There was no object. It was raining at that time. The action is not passing over to the object. So this is intransitive. She laughed at the joke. This is also intransitive. Now, she gave a cookie to the child. See, 2 objects. So here this is transitive. They slept in the street, intransitive. I ate the cherries, transitive. My father doesn't drink coffee, transitive. He always keeps his money in a wallet, transitive. You are saying who or what. So you are getting objects. So everywhere we are getting objects, that means these are transitive verbs. Now, there are a few exercises. Exercises are here. You have to find whether these are transitive or intransitive. The sun rises in the east. The dog barks. He raised his hands. The information proved false. The child has fallen asleep. The donkey kept braying. The tea is hot. The results are out. She called again and again, "We are human beings." The old man went mad. She waited for the bus. He told the story. I saw him playing. The sky is overcast. Regular exercise made his muscles strong. God called the light day. They chose him their leader. I consider the man trustworthy. She called me a liar. Now, these are the sentences. You will have to find whether which are transitive, which are non-transitive. But be honest, don't see the answers without completing it by your own. Once you complete it, and then you check yourself whether you are correct or not. Answers are all there, but you will have to do it by your own, right? I don't want to continue with this, because if I will say this to you, you will understand in advance. So answers are all available. I am not going to say the answers to you. What is your duty is to go through this, understand this, and then do the thing. Here you have come to know about the transitive and intransitive verb. Exercise 1 that I have explained to you. On that basis, you finish the second exercise. Answers are provided to you. Don't go through the answers first. Fill the things, do the exercise by your own, and then check yourself how many are correct. Only then you will get a real understanding of the chapter or of the session. So, transitive and intransitive is over. In the next class, we will do something else. Till then, have a good revision of this. Go through the slides, understand the thing, and when you read any chapter, anything in English, please see whether the verb is transitive or intransitive. With that knowledge, you can be perfect every time. Have a nice revision of this. Have a good day. Goodbye. Thank you.